no, this is one of the best weeks of our lives here. We come here and we see everybody we know, but also, be part of the event. So who knows what Cambridge have in store for next year? I'm curious, but it's going to be hard to beat. So, but so far so good.
Oh, Dan.
Okay, so everyone said she couldn't do it. They were like, nah, she's just a basketball player. But then one single golf swing, that broke the internet. Caitlyn Clark didn't just grab a club. She literally grabbed the entire sports world and turned it completely upside down. Even Tiger Woods was in shock. Nelly Korda stopped her swing cold, and by the time that ball flew through the Florida air, someone miles away was already freaking out.
I honestly just got so triggered by Caitlyn Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day.
And guess who that person was? WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Look, this whole story isn't even just about golf. It's really about power. It's about a star who just refused to be controlled, you know? For months, Caitlyn Clark basically carried the entire WNBA on her shoulders. She was their biggest name, their absolute biggest draw.
The LPGA understand what's great for business. Not what's good for business, what's great. It'd be nice if the WNBA could get with the program. It'd be nice if you didn't allow your greatest asset to get beat up and hacked and fouled 94 feet and be targeted since day one of stepping into the league. It'd be nice. It'd be smart. You'd be better off. But you guys are going to do what you want.
She was the reason arenas were finally selling out. But here's the thing, she was never really celebrated. Instead, she was constantly targeted, fouled, mocked, ignored. Her fans were told to calm down. People said her talent was overhyped. But Caitlyn, she stayed silent. She just smiled. She kept on breaking records until she found a stage that actually appreciated her. That's when the LPGA reached out. And when Caitlyn Clark said yes to the Aneka ProAm, the world saw something nobody was ready for. The ProAm looked calm on the surface, but under that Florida sun, something totally historic was brewing. Caitlyn walked right up to the tee.
What that could do for their sport. They understand that let's say 1,000 new eyeballs, 10,000 new eyeballs show up. If only they could get a fraction of those new eyeballs to become fans, they understand that's a win. They understand that that's a bonus. They understand that's not the opportunity that comes across them every single day. So they need to capitalize on this moment. We also had the speaking engagement that Caitlyn Clark took part in last season. I'm assuming we're going to run it all back. We're going to have the speaking engagement, the panel.
The crowd was already 10 rows deep, just packed in. Cameras were everywhere. Seriously, even the Golf Channel went live right in the middle of a round just to follow her swing. Then she hit it, and that sound, that perfect crack of the ball, just echoed across the entire court. Tiger Woods, standing right there behind the ropes, just shook his head. Nelly Korda, she just smiled. And suddenly, everyone realized this wasn't just a guest appearance. This was total domination. Within minutes, hashtags exploded. Caitlyn Clark Golf was trending worldwide. PGA ticket sales spiked to 100%. Websites crashed. And for the first time ever, golf was actually out-trending basketball.
For bringing all these eyeballs and, the Caitlyn Clark effect that we talk about, viewership, money, all of those things. All of the people who were shouting this for the entire WNBA season, this is an instance where we are proved correct. You see her at this event, you see the kind of noise that this is making, you see that this is trending on social media, you see that SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, all of these places, every media outlet is covering this, and you don't say anything. That's what we were talking about this whole season. We were correct. The fans that were saying that the WNBA seems to be trying to quiet the noise of Caitlyn Clark, not letting her shine to her full ability, and not, in turn, not helping your own players in the league, we were right. And this event proved it, because the LPGA did literally everything correct. They capitalized on the moment. They found a way to put it on television. They allowed people to be there. Caitlyn was signing autographs. They put their best golfer in the...
Meanwhile, somewhere in New York.
Meanwhile, Cathy Engelbert was watching all those numbers just roll in, and her face, it said everything. Panic, just pure, unadulterated panic, because the one player she thought she could control was now controlling absolutely everything. Kathy had warned her, right? You represent this league. Stay focused. No distractions. But Caitlyn didn't listen. She had simply had enough. While the commissioner was trying to limit her, golf totally embraced her. And while WNBA players were fouling her, golfers were actually hugging her. And while basketball headlines were doubting her, golf was celebrating her.
So amazing. She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how...
And get this, Tiger Woods actually called her a natural. Kathy just couldn't hide it anymore. This was truly her worst nightmare coming true. Sponsors were calling the LPGA, not the WNBA. Fans were literally switching sports, even WNBA players. They started to wonder if Caitlyn had made the right move. Rumors spread so fast. Players like Sophie Cunningham were reportedly exploring golf partnerships, and others were eyeing independent leagues. 2026 was suddenly looking like pure chaos, but what Kathy didn't quite realize yet was this. Caitlyn didn't just join golf, she totally started a movement. Seriously, every single clip of her swing, every smile she shared with Nelly Korda, it was just pure fire online. Millions of views, millions of likes, and a whole new fan base shouting one thing: the WNBA doesn't deserve her. And that hurt to hear, but it was kind of true, because while golf was really paying attention to the moment, the WNBA just kept missing it. And for Kathy Engelbert, this wasn't a PR problem anymore. This was a full-blown collapse. The very foundation she built was shaking. Insiders whispered that meetings turned tense. Sponsors were demanding answers, and even ownership groups started asking the one question no commissioner ever wants to hear: did we just lose the face of women's sports?
Probably ever play this game. It's super fun and special for me. Like, I'm a fan of both of them, but a fan of, you know, all the women on this tour. I think it's absolutely incredible. So
By the time Caitlyn Clark finished her round, the damage was absolutely done. She didn't even need to win. She'd already won, because this wasn't about a scorecard. This was all about respect. Golf fans loved her. Legends respected her. The internet, they crowned her the queen of every single game. Meanwhile, Kathy Engelbert just sat there in silence, and every single news channel had the exact same headline.
Earlier, they actually had odds that, you know, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA.
The headlines were all screaming, Caitlyn Clark just broke the internet of golf, and by then the panic had completely turned into realization. Kathy wasn't just losing control of a player anymore, she was losing history itself. So here we are, Caitlyn Clark, still smiling under that golf sun, breaking barriers with every single swing, and Kathy Engelbert, she's still trying to figure out how to stop a storm that's already completely taken over. It's truly amazing, you know? Love over politics. When athletes choose freedom over fear, that's when history really happens. She's unstoppable, because this story isn't just about a game, it's about a revolution. Caitlyn Clark, from courts to courses, she's proving that when the world tells you to stay in your lane, you just go ahead and build your own highway.